Welcome to the third episode of Haunted and Abandoned, and welcome to Six Flags Jazzland. Six Flags Jazzland is located in the eastern section of New Orleans. The park first opened in 2000 by Alphonse Smart Parks under the name Jazzland. The park was not profitable, and in 2001, the lease was up for sale. In March 2002, Six Flags purchased the lease. In early 2003, Six Flags upgraded the park and renamed it Six Flags New Orleans. In early 2005, Six Flags brought the gesture from Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, and was in planning stages and was going to announce at the end of August its opening date. The last day the park operated was August 21st, 2005. The park was scheduled to open August 27th and August 28th as usual, but late on Friday, August 26th, Katrina was forecasted to directly hit New Orleans. The park did not open on August 27th and August 28th in order to prepare for the storm and begin evacuation. The park grounds are on a low-lying part of the eastern section. This section has a 6-foot earthen flood brim running along the perimeter, creating an artificial basin. As such, this area was badly flooded in August 2005 in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. The park drainage pumps failed during the storm, and it submerged the entire park grounds in corrosive, brackish floodwaters to the depth of 4 to 7 feet for over a month. Due to this extensive water and wind damage received, the park was closed indefinitely, with no plans to reopen. Six Flags Insurance did an internal damage report, and they said that the park's buildings were 80% demolished and all of the flat rides, but one that was not on site at the time, was effectively destroyed by long-term saltwater immersion in both the wood track and steel substructure of the mega Zeph was likely damaged beyond repair. The only large ride to escape relatively unscathed was the Batman the roller coaster, due to its elevated station platform and corrosion-resistant support structure. On July 1st, 2006, Six Flags announced that they had consoled their damage assessment and declared the park to be an effective total loss and have no desire or interest by the company to undertake the prohibitive cost of rebuilding. And they have previously announced that the park would be closed at least through 2007. They were also trying to get out of their 75 lease, which they entered into on the property in 2002. Mayor Ray said he planned to hold Six Flags to their lease agreement and force them to rebuild. If Six Flags were held to their terms of the lease agreement, they would have been legally obligated to rebuild the park on the same site, but only to the extent of the insurance money they received. Six Flags determined the value of assets destroyed by the storm at $32.5 million. As of September 2006, Six Flags had collected $11.5 million of insurance proceeds, bringing the insurance receivable balance to $24.4 million. In July 2006, Six Flags officially revealed to the New Orleans Times newspaper that the company was suing its insurance for the remaining $175 million in coverage. On December 15, 2006, Six Flags confirmed that they were removing Batman the Ride for refurbishment and relocation to their new park. Batman the Ride was reassembled at Six Flags Fiesta Texas in San Antonio and opened under the new name Goliath on April 18, 2008. The ride was not the only thing removed from the park. Six Flags also removed shade covering, ride parts, lights, security cameras, planting structures, and various other salvageable items. In 2008, Six Flags removed 2 more rides from the park, the Bayou Blaster and Sonic Slam, and they were refurbished and reopened under the name Sasquatch in the Great Escape Park in Queensbury, New York, on May 10, 2009. In April 2008, Southern Star Amusement proposed to take over the site lease from the then owner Six Flags, promoting to expand the park to over 60 rides, completing a water park that Six Flags has been planning, and add an RV park. Southern Star Amusement pledged to open that park as Legend City Adventure Park by the summer of 2009. One issue concerning the building was Six Flags continued removal of infrastructures from the park. In a quarterly conference call, Six Flags discussed plans to remove the S&S towers by 2009, with more rides removal to follow. In 2009, Six Flags removed 1 more ride from the park, the Roadrunner Express, and it was refurbished and reopened under the same name as Six Flags Magic Mountain Park in Valencia, California on May 28, 2011. The fall of 2009, Six Flags website said the company was still in the process of settling claims with its insurance due to the substantial damage caused by Hurricane Katrina, adding that the park would remain closed. Items from existing Jazzland rides such as Mega Set trains and Spillway Splash Out boats were sent to another park. On September 27, 2008, Southern State Amusement stated on their website that they would no longer be trying to revive Six Flags New Orleans. As of February 2009, Southern Star was taking another look at the park and considering a takeover bid with the city of New Orleans. SSAI planned on scaling down efforts with intentions only to repair the park, with the water park added within the existing Midway area. Southern Star Amusement CEO Danny R. Rogers asked that Six Flags stop all removal actions of equipment from the park, as the equipment in question belongs to the city of New Orleans and not Six Flags, and the return of other equipment taken from the park by Six Flags was also requested. On August 18, 2009, it was announced that the land would be redeveloped into a Nickelodeon brand theme/water park. On September 8, 2009, the city of New Orleans fined Six Flags $3 million and ordered the park to vacate its lease. On June 13, 2009, Six Flags had filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Chapter 11 is a form of bankruptcy that involves a reorganization of a debtor's business affairs and assets. It is generally filed by corporations which require time to restructure their debates. Early 2010, removal of debris and underbrush had begun. As of April 11, 2010, the site was still shut down with no clear future since the city of New Orleans officially owned the property by this time, and the plans of the Nickelodeon brand theme park fell through 3 months after bonds failed to come through. In January 21, 2011, Southern Star Amusement went public with its third revampment plan for the park, posting a link on their company website on January 26, 2011. SSA posted a letter of interest for the park on its website. The revampment plans gave a brief history of the property pre- and post-Katrina condition, photos, development concept photos, written descriptions of each phase of the revampment process, and business projections for when it opened. These plans, entitled unauthorizing all 224 acres of the site, of which only 11 acres were to be developed and occupied, with the remaining of the Six Flags New Orleans Park. The letter of interest from SSA simply hashed out a lease agreement between the city and SSA, stating SSA's proposed terms of the lease and its intent for utilizing and restoring the area. SSA would enter a 75-year lease and take on the property in its current condition. SSA planned to take possession of the property prior to the establishment of the lease in order to provide preliminary security and repair/cleanup services. The lease would have taken effect until SSA had taken possession of the promptly started the cleanup process and proved proof of funding to the city. After that, the city had 15 days to execute its end of the agreement. Any and all improvements made would belong to SSA, and the lease would end in the year 2085. In 2011, the Padilla Company made a competing proposal to reopen the park as Jazzland. These plans were processing for some time until the next proposal planned the Jazzland Outlet Mall was put forth to the City of New Orleans. In August 2011, the City of New Orleans called for 4 proposals for redevelopment ideas for the site. 8 entrepreneurs stepped forward to suggest returning the property into everything from a power plant, a theme park, or even an outlet mall. As of November 29, 2011, the City of New Orleans had chosen 2 of the proposed projects. 1, an outlet mall, 2, a green theme park. On February 6, 2011, it was reported that the Section Committee rejected the plan of the theme park, leaving the upscale outlet mall. On March 6, 2012, they were given the green light to build Jazzland Outlet Mall. The proposal was for a 4,000 square foot upscale outlet mall and entertainment boardwalk on the former theme park site. Construction would have taken between 3 and 4 years to build. In March 2013, the development plans were abruptly called off. However, as of summer of 2013, PRA and DAG development have been back at the negotiating table with the city to come up with a new idea for the park. They will have to present a development plan to the IDB in October 2013 according to their contract. Industrial Development Board, the title holder of the property, has been making money from the abandoned amusement park. In 2011, Killer Joe was filmed at the park, and in the same year, Stolen was also filmed. In the summer of 2011, Perry Jackson, Sea of Monsters was filmed at the park. Before shooting at the park for 5 weeks, the production crew took 2 weeks to restore the park into the next condition by installing lights and covering up graffiti on the buildings. In the summer of 2013, portions of the park were being filmed for the movie Dawn of the Planet of the Apes until mid-August. In June 2014, portions of the park was used to film Jurassic World. As of 2016, IDB has the title holder of the property, but they are more in business of doling out tax credits and not so much property management. They would like the city to honor that agreement, which was never completed before the mayor died. The mayor left office, and that agreement was to maintain the park. The board has money saved from the movie productions at the park that it will willing donate to the city if it agrees to maintain it, but the city is holding strong. At this time, the city does not have the resources to assume responsibility for this property from the IDB. A statement from the mayor's office said, "If nothing happens, the IDB may try to sell or auction the property soon." Board members have agreed to consider appraising the land in preparation for a sale at the board's April meeting.